Good afternoon. My name is Bobby Watts. First of all, we'd like to thank you for inviting us to Atlanta to explore the opportunity of Porsche Palm Harbor. We're very excited about it. Now, I'm currently the general manager at BMW of Ocala and Porsche of Ocala. I met Mr. Gettle about 6 years ago, and one of the quotes I remember to this day, and I love this quote, he said, "The way I see it, if we don't have our customers driving away feeling special and amazed about the treatment they received, then we're just another retailer that can easily be replaced." With over 17,000 new car dealerships in the country and the automobile business benchmarks of 40 to 50% on owner loyalty and customer retention, think about that for a moment. That means our business model, we have to replace half our customers all the time. With that being said, we decided to go with customer experience about 6 years ago. And we want to make sure our owner loyalty and retention rates continue to increase. And with that said, we've done quite well with it. We currently won, just this past year, a global award for our customer care. We're very proud of that. But we want to bring that to Palm Harbor. So I'm going to go over the operations, but keep in mind our theme is customer experience and also employee experience to bring that to life. Our new vehicle plan is planning potential is 300 units. We intend on selling 270 of those, leaving us 30 for ground stock and customer loaners. We'll fill in the spots also with Porsche service loaners, our Porsche factory cars, and demos. Our advertising budget is $1,000 per car. Ours is a little different because we also have a budget for customer experience and a budget for existing customers. We want to make sure that we retain those so we can increase our owner loyalty. Our used car plan is $275. At this point, since we've never been open before, it's a brand new store, we're very conservative with that number. But at the same time, we feel like we have an opportunity to increase that, maybe a double or a triple. So we're looking forward to that. Our mix will be Porsche CPOs at 30% and non-CPOs at 15%. In the non-CPOs, we're going to go after the classic market. We want to carry those because it brings customers in, they love seeing them, and they're highly profitable for the dealership. Our other makes and mix will make up 55%. Our business standards and competitive edge. Now, we really feel like we have an advantage here because we're all about customer experience and also employee experience. So we hire a little differently. Our hiring process is outside our culture, outside the automobile business, to change it. So we hire and look for videographers, wedding planners, customer service agents, hotel people, event planners, a totally different group of people. We're looking for those special skills and talents that they have to bring to the business. We also onboard them differently. Our onboarding process consists of hospitality training, teaching manners, showing them how to serve. We teach them how to open the doors and pull chairs out. We want to make sure our guests are really pleased with the environment they have. And of course, it's all about hospitality. Now, an environment, you can see in the picture here, the visuals. We call them visuals. The first picture you see is everyone's dressed in a black suit with a red tie. You see the motorsport shirts. Our receptionists will be dressed in black pants, black jacket, and also a red scarf. And also our concierge will be dressed the same way. We want to make sure that it's an environment that's immediately noticed by the guests once they walk in. A serving environment. Now, creating experiences is not what you think up front. It's about the employees. We want to make them a team member. We want them to feel like they don't have a job and enjoy coming to work. And with that being said, we offer real birthday parties with real gifts. We listen to the employees and try to listen to every need they have, just like a guest, trying to change their experience also. We even offer every single employee at the dealership a 3-day weekend, once a month. A lot of people complain about the hours in the car business, so we're overcoming that, hoping to attract other people to the business. We offer award ceremonies. We offer anniversary gifts. We offer luncheons and award ceremonies. Our sales process is a little different too. Most people have one, we do too. But in our case, ours is called relationship building process. And with that being said, if you think about it, that's all about our customer retention. So we want to make sure we do a great job of that. Our greeting's a little different. We use an analogy of how you would treat a guest at your home. If someone came to your home, you'd open the door and greet them nicely. You'd escort them in and invite them in. You would ask them to have a seat. You would entertain them, offer them refreshments. You would even ask if they're from out of town or going to be in town for very long and offer them a place to stay. As they left, you'd invite them to have a bottle of water, something to go. You'd escort them to the door. You even escort them to the car door and thank them for visiting your home. So at home, you're doing it because it's the right thing to do and it's polite, but at the workplace, or the dealership in this case, why wouldn't you do it there when it pays to be polite and treat people in that way? So there's a nice quote that I really like that says, people will forget what you said, they'll forget what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. And we use that on a daily basis to represent what we represent in the customer experience, employee experience. Our product passion, a whole nother thing. We teach everyone. We have them do the same training as a brand ambassador would do, because there's no point in everyone not knowing about Porsche passion and the products. That way when a customer comes in, they can speak to anyone and have an immediate connection. We have a reduced stress-free environment. We have what we call Porsche geniuses that roam the floor and in service. They know all about the product. They're called product pros. So those product pros, a customer can speak to them anytime they want, how to reset their radio, how to set their garage door opener, or ask about a new product, and even take a demonstration ride with them. They're trained to do needs analysis also. People love that. We let them know that they're not commissioned salespeople too. So there again, it's stress-free. The whole concept of what we do is emotion and making sure that the customer feels really special. Our rapport and the emotion process that we have, we make sure we pull the chairs out. We love seeing a guest looking at cars, drinking a Perrier, sitting down, relaxed. And we bring out emotion by asking questions, direct questions like, when's the first time you thought about a Porsche? Or when's the first time you thought you'd like to own one? Those bring out real emotional stories from the guest. And from that, we want to make sure we listen and tailor their the test drive to make sure that we're thinking of them and making sure it's everything they thought it would be. So it ends up being a memorable moment. And the negotiating and closing of the deal, pretty simple. They're emotionally charged. We do everything right. We make sure they feel good. And people make decisions based on emotion, not logic. With the delivery, that's real simple. We do that first. As a business model, we feel that that's a profit center for us because someone goes into our deliveries and they're quite grand, and actually they're actually well known at this point. But we have that done prior to the business office. That helps us sell more products for Porsche, dent and ding, the maintenance program, the warranties. Who wouldn't want to protect their car when they come into an environment like that? It makes them emotionally charged to take care of it. Now our internet BDC, a little different there too. We want to make sure everything we do is thinking of the customer, making sure their experience is not like no other at every touch point. So the website's no different. We have videos on there for 2 to 3 minutes per car, so someone can shop our website, look at the cars, see the colors, look at the interiors, and actually know the equipment of the car as they're perusing the inventory. Once they select one or have a question about one, then we answer in a timely manner. We answer all their questions. We send them upfront pricing, transparent pricing, and a video, a complete walk around, a virtual walk around, as if they're at the dealership. The video could be 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 8 minutes, but we know they want to watch it because they're interested in purchasing it. They'll even watch it several times. I can tell you a story about the first time we ever did it. A customer gave me a call. I sent her all the information she needed. I sent her a build sheet. I sent her the numbers. I sent her the video. She calls me up and she says, "Why'd you send me all that information?" I said, "I figured you would need it." She says, "I do." She says, "But is that something Porsche does?" I said, "I'm not real sure." She says, "Well, I've been trying to buy a car online for over 2 weeks, and everyone sends back an email saying, 'When can I come in?'" She said, "If I had time to come in, I wouldn't be emailing you." So she made a good point. But either way, since then, she's purchased 4 cars from us in 33 months, all Porsches, and she spent $290,000. And since we consider owner loyalty ongoing revenue stream, then she spent basically $9,000 a month with us for the last 33 months. So customer experience does pay. Follow-up process is pretty similar to other people's, but ours we collect dots. We make it personalized. Our follow-up process includes things that we've collected while the customer was at our store, such as their wife's name, the children's name, the hobbies they have, the interests they have, if they like to travel, if they like to play golf, and that keeps our connection going so we can build a relationship. So when we interact with them, we ask those questions like, "How's your golf game?" Those kind of things. We even go so far as to send them golf balls, or even a dozen golf balls if it's something special we feel like we want to do. All of our employees are empowered to do anything they wish. They have rules, but they're empowered to send someone anniversary flowers, get well flowers, golf balls, a Porsche hat. They can do it at any time at will. And so we're proud of the empowerment they have. The unsold follow-up, same thing. We don't just discard that unsold follow-up. That's a lead with maybe a CEO of a company, maybe he's a high net worth person. We make sure that we follow up with them just as well. We'll try to follow up with them if they didn't buy from us. It's better than their salesperson did on the one that they bought the car from. We want to make sure that the next time he certainly buys from us when he sees our sincerity. Our daily routines, we love the Huddle program. It's a well thought out program. It's very structured. And I see that in the Huddle program, you're really trying to change the culture. So we love that program. We want to thank Porsche for committing to the Excite program. It's very helpful in our business. Our team loves doing the Huddle meetings. That if I skip one, they're always asking, "Hey Bobby, we missed the Huddle meeting." They want to have that. That's dear to their heart. They're proud of the being different. The game day process is just explaining how we hold people accountable and responsible for turning in and showing their numbers, like how many phone calls they made, how many personal cards they made, how many birthday cards they made, whom they spoke to that day. It even tracks their sales and tells them what they're on pace for. I have the same kind of game day in a different format, and so does the managers. We want to make sure that we're always on track. Reviewing previous leads, of course, most stores do that. In our case, the managers do it. We try to be creative and thoughtful, mindful of someone's time, because a lot of our customers are CEOs and very busy people. So we want to prod them along, but at the same time, we don't want to aggravate them. So we'll send like a short video of some cars we just got in, just to have some conversation and keep it going. The Ghetto University, of course, that's part of our training. Of course, Porsche's part of our training. And we also use the reviews of a customer comments. We review those also, and we dissect them. And of course, in our case, we clean up our act, so we don't get very many complaints. But when we do, we make sure we save the relationship, make sure we review the comments, and change our process. We call it whiteboarding. We want it to stop immediately. This saves us a lot of money because we don't have a lot of waste when it comes to making a customer happy. Most of them are happy. Our customer experience, we're all about customer experience. We have a lot of data points on customer experience. We're top in the country in many categories. And of course, in our BMW store, we're almost double what they expect us to sell in our market. And we're top in the country in our parts and service sales, every category you can measure. So if someone says customer experience doesn't pay, it pays. And then, of course, with Porsche, we're very proud of our J.D. Power scores, and, of course, the global award we won. We've also won the Center of Excellence of BMW 2 years in a row, and we're also in the top 15 in the United States for parts and service growth with BMW as other data points to measure. Our vehicle deliveries are super special. They're called red coats, and with white gloves, and they're events. And you can see in the picture, they're quite elaborate. But believe it or not, we can do that pretty quickly. We have these props. But the best part about our deliveries is not the props and what you see. It's sometimes people even cry during those. You never know what someone's thinking. But they're amazing events. It touches us at the same time. Everyone gets one. Throughout the whole process of our sales process or just visiting the store, it's all the same. It's all about the customer or the guest. But we'll go to show you one of these events in just a moment, and I hope you like it. But that goes back to the photographers and who we hire. If you notice, we have a photographer, a videographer, in every event, but they actually work for us. Our videographers and photographers are salespeople here. They're also working in BDC, so they dual role with that. And then the home deliveries, we do the same thing there. They have a grand delivery. We send our Porsche Genius out there to set the garage door openers and so forth. People love our home deliveries. And this is something it's interesting. Porsche AG asked us for one of our videos about a customer experience we had online. I'm sure they were looking at the feelings the customer had, but it was an honor. An email from Porsche AG asking to use it. Of course, we said yes. It was very exciting. And then our unveiling vehicles, those are grand events and parties. When we first started doing it, maybe 50 people, now they're 400 and 500 people. We do events all the time. They're grand, they help us sell cars, and we thank Porsche for helping and supporting us in that. But these events, people drop what they're doing and change their calendar to come to them. They're just super. I mean, like it's a great marketing tool. And after sales, I'd like to turn it over to Rob Cole. Thank you.